Hello guys, so welcome back in lesson 4 of our programming course. We will dive into the structure of a program. You will learn how to format your code in both C and Python for clarity, readability and fewer errors. So what is actually program structure? Structure means how a program is organized, what goes at top, what comes next, how blocks are defined. In C and Python, following a good structure makes your code easier to read, maintain and debug. Now, we have to know about the organization. What is organization? Organization means how well your program is divided into logical sections like functions, imports, variables, and comments, so it's easy to follow. Here we see that both C and Python program are well organized. In the program, there is a function named greet. Before calling from the main function, the function prototype or declaration is done at C, and function definition is written clearly in C and Python. Point to be noted, function declaration is like variable declaration to tell compiler that there is a function named greet, and function definition have all instructions related to it. So we see that in both C and Python, comment section is also understandable. For that reason, we can say these two programs are well organized. Now we move forward to the readability portion. What is actually readability? Readability means how easy it is for someone, including you, to read and understand your code. If your code looks clean, properly indented, and uses meaningful variable names, others can easily follow what your program does, even months later. In the first program, it is hard to know what actually xyz mean, but in the second program it is not. It is clearly the variable name is there, so code is read more often than it's written. So always write code like you are explaining it to a friend. Tips for the better readability you should follow: use meaningful variable names, add comments where needed, use proper indentation, and keep consistent spacing and formatting. Now we are going to the maintainability portion. Maintainability is also an important feature of a program structure. So maintainability means how easily you can update, fix, or improve your program in the future. Maintainability means that how your program is well structured, modular, and avoids repetition. That means if something goes wrong, you can fix it quickly without breaking the rest of the code. Here, look at to the first code. If we need to edit something in that code, we need to do it manually line by line, which is tough to maintain. If we use a function instead of writing each line repetitively, if any change needed, it's possible to alter only one line in the function definition. So there are some tips for maintainable code. Use functions and modules, avoid repeating code, and always follow the drive principle. That means don't repeat yourself. Keep your logic organized. Comment important parts of your code. Always remember that readable code helps other understand, where maintainable code helps everyone improve it. So at last we can say readability and maintainability are the foundation of a good programming. If your code is well organized, easy to understand, it's easy to maintain, and that's what makes you a professional programmer. Now look at the structure in C at first. A typical C program has these parts: documentation or comments, preprocessor, directives, definition or global declaration, the main function, and optionally other user-defined function. Comments at the top help anyone reading your code. Hashtag include stdi.h and other headers bring in libraries. Then your main function is the entry point. Global variables or functions may appear above or below. Now in Python, many of the structural rules are simpler but still important. Use comments or docstrings at top. Place your imports, define your functions, and optionally guard your main block with the main. Proper indentation is also mandatory in Python. Otherwise, a missing indentation or extra space can cause syntax errors. Let's highlight a few key rules. Comments don't affect execution, but it helps explain your code. In C, statements end with semicolons. In Python, they don't. Python uses indentation in for blocks. C uses curly braces. And naming conventions, you should be careful about it because meaningful variable names and consistent style, your program will good look. Consider this program. This is a C program. When we see that program, there is actually error in the line number 11. We don't use a semicolon here. After debugging, we see that compiler shows me the syntax error because we don't use this. Now use that colon, a semicolon there, then run it again. After running the program, it will successfully run and give me the output, uh, that is 80. Now consider the same program in different programming language. In Python, we see that number one is equal to 5, number two is equal to 30. Before number two, there is a space, and then we write result equal to number one plus number two, but there are also spaces. Some it will create actually indentation problem, but after deleting those spaces, then if we run the program, that time it will show output result is equal to 30 plus 50, 80. Let's write two programs by following good structure. First one is written in C and the last one will be written in Python. Initially we will write the program, then observe the output in C. After that we will write the program in Python and will observe the output. I already show that how you can write program uh, with professionally. So notice how both programs begin with documentation comments, then the code structure is clear. This makes your program professional and easier to follow. So today you learned how to structure programs in C and Python, comments, blocks, indentation, syntax rules. A well-structured program is not only runs, but it is easy to read and maintain. Well done. You're building strong foundations. In the next lessons, we will explore different types of errors and how to debug and fix them. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next lesson.